Now, what I mean by fusing the fretboard is being able to travel from one part of the fretboard to the next part without sounding like you're jumping around. It's quite common when you have different positions of scales at first to skip between them, and this can make it sound quite robotic, very angular, which can be a good thing. But I'll give you an example of how two separate scale positions would sound. Now, if I was in a guitar solo and skipped between them two, there'd be a kind of lack of coherence. So what I'm going to do today is break down several approaches to expanding your scale positions linear style across the fretboard, meaning from point A to point B, wherever that might be. So the first example we have today is a G major scale in 3 octaves. We're going to be using a 3-note per string system here. I'll play the G major scale, 3-note per string, in one position. Example 1, G major scale, 3 octaves. Now that's a 2-octave G major scale in one position. We are now going to take the first 2 strings of that 3-note per string scale and play up to the 6th degree of the scale. And then we're going to start the 2nd octave on the 5th fret and do the exact same pattern on the D and G strings. And we're going to continue on the B and E strings and do the exact same thing. Have a look at the tab included in this video to find out exactly how that looks in tablature format, and also try it out. So now I'll do the same thing with an A minor scale, using the first 6 notes. Now, whilst in context, playing these scales like this in a piece of music might sound quite mechanical. Harmonic minor at the end there, sorry. But it gives you good scope to learn your scales in 3 different positions, and you can create more interesting lines. You don't have to play up and down in such a mechanical manner. You can really take these positions and get out of areas where you sometimes can get stuck in and sound very mechanical. Now, this next example is going to show you how to expand a G major scale right up to the 15th fret from the 3rd fret, the usefulness of learning this scale across the fretboard. Now, we're still using all our 3-note string positions, however we're going through all of the 7 positions, all the way back to the 1st position, which is the 15th fret on the E string. I'm going to now show you another pattern for going descending an A minor scale. C major 3-octave arpeggio. One more time. A minor 3-octave arpeggio. time. As you can see by the tablature, the contour pattern, as in the shape of the notes, is a little bit different, but you can break it down into smaller pockets. You don't have to play the entire thing up and down. You could just play around this middle section, for example. Whilst that's not the most musical example, it should show you that that gives you a different area to play in rather than our standard box. I'm going to show you how I can apply arpeggios to the 3-octave idea. I'm going to start with a C major arpeggio. We're going to go from root, 3rd, 5th. So we're going to have on the 8th fret, 7th fret on the A, and 10th fret on the A. And that's the pattern we're going to be using throughout. And much like our first two examples, we're going to skip this to the next octave. So here we go from the top. And then our 3rd octave. Now we're going to try a similar idea with the A minor arpeggio. This time we're going to invert the pattern. We're going to have 2 notes on the lower string and 1 on the next string. So we're going to have 5 and 8 on the low E, and 7 on the A. And take that up an octave, and take that up another octave. Try this concept of lots of different scales, lots of different arpeggios, and I'm sure you'll find you'll have new lick ideas. You'll be able to expand on smaller fragments of ideas and take them to different areas of the fretboard, which will help you in your creativity, your songwriting and your improvisation. Good luck.